days because I feel like after we got married, she's been taking me for granted. In fact, I would actually go further back and say that this has been going on for a while now ever since we got engaged. She's been spending all her time at work, and while I usually don't mind that, it's been getting a bit excessive, and she's been working like crazy over this promotion to the extent that she was even considering postponing the wedding until after she had her promotion. But I put my foot down at that point. So, yes, it's been a little insane, and we've been having a lot of petty bickering kind of fights before we got married. I was mostly trying to keep my cool since I thought that this was just a phase. She would get a little less intense about work with time, but that didn't happen, clearly. And then the thing with her ex, I know that in my post, I probably came off as a very insecure person. I don't blame anybody for thinking that way because anybody who doesn't know the whole story would probably believe that I'm the bad guy here. Honestly, though, I feel like I have my reasons since she and her ex have a very complicated history. They started dating in college, and they were together for 3 years and got married at 23. And then they stayed married for another 3 years before filing for divorce due to incompatibility issues. 2 years later, she met me, and we started dating, and she had always been very upfront about her relationship with her ex. She had told me that he had been a very important part of her life, and they had continued to be friends after their divorce because it had been an amicable situation. Before I met him for the first time, I was not insecure at all. But then I saw how he acted around her, and I wouldn't say that I felt insecure, but I would say that I felt very uneasy. For context, they still have a group of friends from when they were in college, and they tried to meet every couple of months. So after we had been together for almost a year, my wife took me to meet her friends, and her ex was going to be there like he always was. I knew that and I was expecting him, and I thought that I was going to be mentally prepared to meet him. In the beginning, it actually went well. He was quite warm to me, and he seemed nice. But then as the evening went on, things just got weird. I don't know how to explain it, but all of a sudden, it started becoming very clear to me that he was obviously not over her. I don't know how to be specific about it, but just from his behavior, I could tell that something was off. He was trying to talk to her the entire evening. He would start pouting if she did not pay him enough attention. And even though he did not try to be mean to me, he totally acted like I didn't even exist at all for the rest of the evening. And the drunker he got, the less inhibited he seemed to be. By the end of the evening, I was quite uncomfortable with the whole thing, and I made my opinions very clear to my wife. At first, she pretended like she didn't know what I was talking about. But then, when she noticed I was getting upset, she told me that she had noticed that he had been acting weird but reassured me that this was the first time that this had happened after the divorce. She told me that they had met a couple of times for dinner and drinks with their friends even after the divorce, and he had behaved completely normally. But maybe this time, since he knew that I was going to be there, he probably got a bit insecure and started acting weird, and maybe it was possible that he was not completely over her. I could understand that he had been with her for a really long time, so maybe it was hard for him to see her with another person. But I trusted my wife completely, and I knew that if I told her she could not see him anymore or whatever, it would cause a lot of problems for her. She doesn't have a lot of friends at work because she's so fearful